Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. I know I didn't have any videos for Saturday and Sunday, and there's going to be a bucket load of videos on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to try and get through all of the 8 remaining games I have to get through, plus also this video, Supercoach video, as well as the cash cows and trade targets is now going to be combined into one video. So you'll have cash cows and trade targets for both Fantasy and Supercoach. And then you'll have the team previews and then the tips as well. So what's that? 8 plus another 6. So there's still another 15 videos across the next 4 days. So it'll be quite a lot, but I'm looking to catch that up. And then in a couple of weeks' time, it should be back to normal with the Saturday, Sunday. And then that'll mean it's only like 2 or 3 per day for those remaining once we get back to normal. It is a little bit interrupted, but that's of course because I have Saturday, Sunday cricket at the moment for the next, it was this week and next week, and that'll mean that I'll be slightly interrupted there. But anyway, let's just jump into this video here. So of course, AFL Fantasy round 1, I tried to keep my team a little bit silent on some little changes that I had. As we haven't had the lockout lifted yet, so we don't know the price changes, but you can kind of get a very, very good estimate of price changes. So, Harry Sheasel, 114, break even at 112. He did his job. And yeah, he's going to be near enough the top line, I think. So, comes up against Melbourne next week. Will be interesting to see what happens there, but a 114, massive there. Jaden Short, not too worried about him at the moment. There's a lot of guys that I have in my side at the moment that have scored 80 odds. And I know that we're all talking about rage trading in this, but as content creators and stuff, and I was talking about the boys from the Monday night live stream on the weekend, just being like, we really need to be careful about how we sort of present it as a community, especially as content creators, because people can make rage trades and stuff like that, whereas Short still has a good role. It just looked like he got tagged out of the game in the 3rd and 4th quarter, and also to the point that they were actually winning, which shouldn't be happening too much, so he should be better in the long run, as I realise my light is off, and that's why the lighting is slightly poor. Matty Roberts, 81. I'm not too worried about this as well. He's going to get the cash gen. The big jump. He's going to be up at around, I would think now, probably 820k or so. 820k is still in another couple of weeks. He's going to jump pretty heavily. He's projected only a 62 at Optus Stadium, which would see him only jump 3 or 4k. I expect him to probably be somewhere close to about 850k at his buy, which you could maybe even by then start jumping him up somehow, but you're probably still doing correction trades at that point. Harry Perryman is a guy that I'm definitely looking at moving on. I'm not going to say who to. I've said it in group chats and stuff like that to guys that I've worked with for this. But he just looked really poor. He's going to go up like 2-3k, something like that. But that's about it. So he's at 761k. And there's just other guys that are mid-prices that are going to jump. We saw this last year with like Riley Bonner. All you need is 5-6 weeks of this. And these type of guys that I'll name in probably Wednesday, it'll be Wednesday, probably delayed videos on Wednesday. These type of guys like that are going to be guys that jump up very, very quickly in fantasy, 100, 200k in the space of 3 or 4 weeks. So that's what you want to be jumping on. DeConing, I thought this was a smartish move anyway, because I'll just link it in with Sam Taylor anyway. Sam Taylor's break even of minus 58. With a 47, he's probably going to go up 90k. And Sam Taylor beat out Fraser by 17 points or something like that. So I got 17 more points on field, and I gained roughly about 60k, 70k or so for it. DeConing does have a tough run coming up. He will play Boyd most likely, who Boyd actually played all right for a R3. But yeah, Boyd next week, but his break even is going to be so tiny. It's going to be probably like 10 or 20. So that'll be really, really good for cash generation. He's probably, with the 124, beat his break even by 70. He's probably going to go up 60k to 620k or so, I'd suspect, and have a negative break even. We can even just look at it through DFS just quickly here. If we go to Fantasy Price Projector here, and then we go to the defenders, it's so clean now with this. And then we go 124. He is projected somehow to go up 106k. I don't know if that's necessarily right per se, but that would be interesting if he did go up that much. I don't think that's right though. I think for some reason it's almost doing a double price jump there for some reason. But that is what it is. Yeah, I'd have a feeling it's doing a double price jump or something with regards to that. So if I just somehow do 0, maybe something like that. So maybe I need to just do, say, a 60 is probably more representative. Yeah, it feels like that's more representative. I think there's some system now where it's updated it, but the thing hasn't updated, so it's some type of double price jump. Because I don't expect him to go up 100k for beating his break even by 70. That just doesn't align with what the price jumps I've been seeing in preseason are, and that seems more to me like a double price jump. Trainer 62, he's going to go up by, you would expect, beat his break even by 35, and it's roughly about 800 cash per one break even that they beat it by. So 35 times 0.8 is like, what's that? 24 plus another 4. So probably about 28, 30k. So he'll be about 310 or so, you would expect. 310, that's pretty good. So yeah, pretty happy about that. And having him on field over Zach Reed, I lost 1 point. Simply as that. And then the Sam Taylor, we talked about it. That's probably, if we think about it here, we know 59 is 100k. So 100 for 117. So let's actually whip out the calculator just to give you the rough per point that we're expecting. It's 0.85. So 0.85 times what did he do? 105 is 89.7k he's expected to go up. So let's just round that up to 90k. That's 618k. So we got 90k instead of, say, a rookie or something like that. And we can dump his cash, and you'll see in a reason why I switched from Gruzeski. One, also, I just want to check, what did Gruzeski even score off the sub bench? He scored a 1. I'm really happy that I didn't have Gruzeski and changed to someone else that I don't think he scored anyway that well. Oh yeah, he's on the field anyway, so I'll just check what he scored anyway, but I don't think it was anything good. James Leake. Where's Leakey? Leakey scored 14, so it wasn't that good. So he might even be having to move on soon, but he'll probably be a post-buy move on because I can use him as a loophole this week and move him on next week as we see the defenders start to scores come in. I probably should have gone... O'Connor wasn't even that much better with 29, so there wasn't really a good D7, to be honest with you. So yeah, there is a little bit of worry about that. Maybe I should have gone O'Connor, but Leak is still going to go up in cash generation that we'll see. And then Reed, 63 from a 22 break even. They beat it by 41. 41 times 85 is 0.85 is like, what's that? 32 plus, it's about 34, 35k. So yeah, 34, 35k for Reed up to 265k should be better. And of course, obviously doing this before the lockout lifts is a little bit annoying. Lockout should start lifting at 6, probably just an hour or two after the last game of the round. From round 2 onwards, we expect. It's just round 1. There's a lot of little things that they have to go through. The double price jump is a little bit annoying, etc. So they delay it by a day just so that they have all the major bugs sorted out, is my understanding. Then we move on to the midfield, and this is just the middling of all middlings, I would say. So Sarong, 85, that sucks, and he runs into a tag next week, you would expect, from Sydney, so that probably wasn't my smartest play. Against Geelong, I thought they'd be alright for scoring, but of course, nope, probably should have gone Dawson there, spent the extra little. I wouldn't have even had enough cash with Dawson, so yeah, probably should have just gone someone else. If we go midfielders and then go last round, Caldwell would have been nice. Let's just go 900k plus, because these were the guys that you should have been looking at probably. Noah Anderson, Rory Laird's got 107 off half back, which is pretty good. Yeah, there wasn't Holmes probably as well, could have been a guy that I looked at, but anyway. So yeah, should have probably looked at someone else. Rosie, 112 VC, but I didn't end up taking it. Went for Gawn because I had the 30 green dots, and Gawn did all right. And so yeah, Connor Rosie, 112, it's fine. He runs into Richmond next week, which is should be good, and he should score well there. Clayton Oliver, 84. This was really disappointing. Didn't actually end up watching this game, but he should be better. Track ran into a tag, and GWS are actually a pretty good side this year, so my prediction there is going bad. But yeah, Clayton Oliver should be back, I expect, next week. He had, don't know exactly what he had. He had 25 touches, 5 and 5. He had 4 free kicks against, which isn't, that's not going to hold, I don't think. So that should be better. That should be down 2-1 free kick against, which puts him at 93 anyway. And yeah, he should be able to get some more disposals in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, I'm not too worried about that at the moment. Bigger problems, I would say. Finn Callahan, 92. Yeah, he's going to go up 60 or so K, which is pretty good. Get him up and going, so that'll be good. Still got the bye this week, and then he'll come back off the bye. And if he's scoring 90s, it's not the worst. I mean, he's priced at like 77, so if he's averaging 95, 96, that's still pretty good for the midfield, given the chaos that we're going to have. Will Day, he's going to go up 80K or so, which is pretty good. That'll get him up to 840K and just start that cash generation. And then in a week or two on his bye, we can reassess. We can reassess going into round 4, I should say. And that'll be when we potentially move him on to someone else. Riley Sanders, 72. I mean, he's break even, but he's going to go up like 7K. So he's probably just holding at the moment. I think I'm going to shift him maybe, potentially. Depending on where I go in terms of... I think I'm going to grab up the likes of a... yeah, he's probably going to shift into the forward line just for Hugo Garcia, or Hugo Garcia goes to F6, sorry, and we move that way. We shift around that way because, yeah, I don't really like the Davidson, and then we have who else in that position? Connor Stone, as well as someone else, I believe. So, yeah, don't like that position too much. Oh, Hewitt's probably in that. Yeah, Hewitt's all right. So maybe Hewitt even goes on field there at F6. We'll just have to wait and see. But, yeah, Riley Sanders probably moving just so that I can get Lindsay, because Lindsay is pretty good for cash generation. And that halfback role that I was saying in pre-season is right there. And that's probably why I'm going to have to skip on the likes of a Nevitt, who I don't think is going to be as sustainable. Finn O'Sullivan didn't like the role too much, so probably going to move him on to just the bench this week. Still going to get cash in. Still beat his break even by 18. So he's going to go up 15, 16K and start the move. But yeah, just annoying that we picked the wrong rookie there. Would have loved a Lindsay there, who I pretty much had all preseason. Levi Ashcroft, when I got the news that he wasn't going to be sub, I pretty much moved him straight in for Lindsay, which kind of sucks because Lindsay outscored him by 10. But yeah, he should be fine, and there'll be some good weeks there, so I'm debating whether to grab him up in Supercoach or not as well, which we'll get to. And then Lucas Camparelli, 76, massive cash gen for him. And then Angus Hasty scored a 40. He should be fine. You'd expect. I don't know whether he was the one that got subbed out or not. Let me just double check that. Yeah, Hasty was the one that got subbed out for Clark, which is a little bit annoying because I felt like he could have probably scored better. Only 39% TOG is a little bit annoying, to be fair, as well as they had the Hill injury. So... and Wangde Malira injury and the Marshall ice on his knee. So yeah, a little bit annoying for Hasty, but you'd expect him to be better next week. Hopefully Ross Lyon doesn't sub him out, and probably just a guy that we hold at the moment to get the cash generation, but we'll wait for team lists. Then we get on to the ruck line, probably the most successful line, and I'll just scroll down anyway. As you can see here is the chaos that was. And how Leaks probably, even though he had a -9 break even and beat his break even by 23, going up, what's that, about 20K to 250K. He'll be better next week, I have a feeling, because he just had an absolute shocker of a weekend. 3 kicks and a tackle for the whole day is a little bit shocking, but he'll be better, you'd expect, but he might also be subbed out. But yeah, it is what it is. So, Gordon... 254 with the as a captain. It's not bad. Pretty much job done. Plays against North next week against Sherry, so that'll be an interesting matchup. And he went within 2 of Cherry, so basically went the same. They went at the same price point, which is all right. Cherry has the harder run, of course, coming up. So, and Gawn has the Geelong matchup, which will be interesting. I thought he would take more advantage here, but I guess the marks and the tackles weren't exactly up as much as I thought they would be. So it is what it is with that, but still pretty good score across both platforms for him, and saved the captaincy there, as a lot of people had it on like Neil and stuff like that, which kind of stuffed him over. De Koning did his job. Some people took the VC, but yeah, he looked good, and I think they'll be better because of it. Well, I think they're better with TDK, to be honest with you. He was their best player, hands down. Got away pretty quickly there as well. So I should say got away in the second half there, 87 point second half, something like that. Hawks next week, so he does run up against a hard fixture, but if he can just do it for 7, 8, 9 weeks, then we'll see how he goes there. And Boyd, 68 on the bench is absolutely huge. Beat his break even by 46. I didn't expect him to play, but when they didn't have Machito Owens, I thought, yep, he's definitely a chance. And now Marshall with only the 9 hitouts. Yeah, Marshall's price can be wrecked, it looks like, but Boyd debut at 27, and he looks pretty good. And yeah, 46, he beat his break even by, what's that, probably about 40k or so, maybe 39k he's going to beat it by, have a negative break even, he looks good. Horn Francis, 82, don't know why I went with him. That would have opened up so much more things if I didn't go for him. Should have probably gone for Rankin, who I think went 107. So yeah, that kind of sucks. McRae, 109, perfect, job done. Bailey Smith, 126, job done. Caleb Daniel, 91, job done. People were talking smack about Hugo Garcia. Didn't think it was too bad, to be honest with you. 3 free kicks against, a little bit annoying, probably cancels out the goal. So if he's getting 60s, it is a little bit annoying, but he's got a price on his head, and he still beat his break even by 18, and he's probably going to be better for it. So I'm not too worried, especially with all the chaos of everything else going on, with Clark being sub, Wayne Malira injured, it looks like, or Hill injured as well. There's just a lot of chaos going on with that St Kilda side, and he gets Geelong next week in Richmond, so hopefully 2 easier games where he can really knuckle down and score some 80s, and then suddenly it's cash generation time for him. Sam Davidson, 53, job done as a rookie almost in a way. Beat his break even by 31. We know that these type of performances from wingers come and go and stuff like that, so he'll be better for it. I think he'll have a better day out against Collingwood, but it is what it is. And then Connor Stone, 40, beat his break even by 63. That'll see him go up. What's that? 63 times 0.85 is like a 43 plus another probably another 10, 12k. So he'll be up around that 280k marker also when the prices come out. Like Hewitt as well, 47. So he beat his break even by 15. Another sort of 15k or so price rise. He'll be better, I think. He's been battling it this whole preseason, well, the back end of this preseason, I should say. So I think he'll be better with the run in his legs, and yeah, 332k. He'll go up, I think, over time. And next week comes up against the Lions, and then Freo and Giants. But all we're really looking for him is just some 60 scores, to be honest with you, with the forward bench looking a little bit iffy, I would say. And then obviously Leak 14 on the bye this week, so will help for loops, but probably a trade out after that if he doesn't get selected, but we'll see if he does. And that pretty much is the side, ranked 18k. It's not season over, obviously. The guy who won the car last year started, I think, 20k. So yeah, not too worried. Definitely have some fix-up trades to do, but that is the video there going through my AFL Fantasy team reveal. Well, not team reveal, team review round 1. So used to saying team reveal, done it 5 times over this preseason. But yeah, now we're into the season. It does suck that some of the guys failed, and some of the guys I've talked up heavily in this preseason did really well. Would have loved to, instead of a Hugo Garcia, would have had the exact cash to go to a Nevitt. That would have been 43 points there, right there. And I could have easily done a Foz to a Lindsay, another 43 points there. So what's that in total? 84 points easily there and still had 15k cash left over. That would have been absolutely stunning. Would have set me up pretty much, and would have left my trades basically being a Perryman up to Holmes if I had done that. But yep, that pretty much is the video there. If you guys did enjoy it, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.